What's going on, guys? It is 10:30 on Friday. Made it through the week in one piece, or more or less one piece. It's gonna be a one-day vlog. I'm gonna finish it off actually adding another video onto the end of it that I recorded the other day about supplementation, and so just stick around for the end for that. But right now, like I said, it was about 10:30, getting ready to head out to the gym. I am DJing tonight, so I want to get a good amount of the things done that I have to do out of the way early. Like hit the gym. Today is PH3 day 5, I believe. I will go over that with you briefly in a little bit. Gotta head to the post office, drop off a few orders, check the PO box, do all the mail, that type of stuff. Since Yami's not here, the responsibilities have fallen on me. So we made it here to the gym. So today on the docket, I'm just gonna run through it pretty quick. Deadlift and bench press both at 82.5% of my max. Deadlift is 2 sets of 4, while the bench press is 3 sets of 3. So a higher intensity day, lower volume, meaning we're really pushing the weight a little bit heavier. As you can tell, it jumped up 82.5% from 72.5% on Monday.
Why you have not done it before? Perfect. Good. Straight up. Perfect. So to stretch your, and also sometimes use it. Actually, this one
Drop it low. There you go. Perfect. There you go, right there. What is that?
8.
There you go. Good.
All right, guys, we are back home now after the workout. As you guys saw, deadlifts and bench were the main movements. Went really well. The deadlifts didn't move exactly how I wanted them to. They weren't as smooth, or I just didn't feel as good as I did at the beginning of the week. But nonetheless, still moved it fairly efficiently, and didn't kill myself in the process. Bench, for some reason, bench has always been a stronger point for me, given even just longer arms. It's something I trained more when I was younger, and so I think I have a better foundation of strength when it comes to that lift. So the 82.5% for 3 sets of 3 was fairly easy. I don't know exactly if it was supposed to be super strenuous, but I might have undershot my 1 rep max bench, because I didn't do an official 1 rep max. I kind of just calculated it based off of some numbers I had done in the recent past. So finished off with some accessory work. You guys saw the lat pull down and the flies. Other than that, I didn't record anything. I was moving pretty quick. It was 2 sets of 15 of mostly everything except for the last few exercises, the arms, and there was some of the basically big clusters. So 4 sets of 30, 15, 15, 15. So that 30, 15, 15, 15 was 1 set, and I did 4 of them. 1 bicep exercise, 1 tricep exercise. So remember how I said at the beginning of the video I was gonna add a clip of something I recorded a couple days ago to the end of this? Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen because I accidentally deleted it. So I'm gonna redo it right here for you guys. Let's go. All right, head's kind of cut off, but that's okay. Today, or I guess previously in the other video, I want to talk about my 2 personal favorite supplements for building muscle. A lot of people think it has to be really complicated when it comes to building muscle, but I beg to differ. I think the more simple you keep it, the better. All right, I'm a huge advocate for doing the little things well, not just working out, but doing with outside of the gym as well, getting your nutrition, getting your supplementation down. And a lot of people just get caught up in the marketing of a lot of things. And over the past, I think 7 years of my fitness journey, at the beginning I was taking so many things, that I didn't need to take, whether it was, a pre-workout, an intra-workout, a post-workout, a supplement for this, supplement for that. It was just like way too much, and I've kind of narrowed it down to my 2 favorites. And so the first thing, creatine, micronized creatine. Creatine has come a long way since I first started taking it and experimenting with it. It's now recently become micronized. A lot of supplements have become micronized, and this is huge when it comes to just mixability, drinkability. Even nowadays, some supplements are not micronized, but I prefer the micronized versions of anything, really, just because it mixes in much better. You don't get that grittiness at the end, typically, that lasts a little bit in your shaker bottle. You have like that grittiness where you just get a mouthful of like sand, basically. So creatine, there's a lot of misconceptions about creatine, what it's used for, if there are any dangers with it. A lot of people think it can cause kidney issues. There's actually really no danger to creatine for men or women. It's one of those supplements that's just been researched so much. It's tried and true. It's proven in just about any aspect of what you're training for. So creatine, a lot of misconceptions. I'm gonna try and settle them right now. Creatine is first and foremost an energy supplement, and a lot of people don't get that. In the body, creatine phosphate is a fast, short duration energy supplement, or energy source, not a supplement. Anything that you're doing for a very, very high intensity for a very short duration, that's typically how it works. The higher intensity, the exercise, the shorter duration that you can really do it. Say you're sprinting, you're not gonna be able to keep up sprinting for 2 minutes long. Obviously, if you train yourself to do that, yes, you'll be able to run at a higher speed, but an all-out sprint should not be able to be done for that long because the intensity is so high. Creatine is used in the body in exercises or movements or anything done, I believe, less than 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, your creatine stores, your immediate creatine stores are completely depleted. They're gone. Your body's gonna start using other energy sources to fuel the workout. So let's get into just a quick physiology lesson. ATP is your instant energy source. So even that used ATP. That's basically how quick it is. And anything over 3 seconds long, your ATP is going to be gone. Anything over that, you're going to be using creatine. And creatine is then that 5-10 seconds to 30 seconds range. There's still, it's never 100% clear what actual range it is because it's going to differ between person to person, but essentially that, let's say, just say 10 to 30 second range. That's where creatine is going to be used. And if you think of creatine, the more you can have in your body, the more work you're going to be able to do, whether it's strength or whether it's power, whether it's endurance, whatever it is. If you're trying to bust out a couple extra reps in a set, over time, creatine is going to allow you to do that. All right, first and foremost, it's going to allow you a higher work capacity. And in the long run, that's going to lead to more endurance, it's going to lead to more strength, it's going to lead to more power, it's going to lead to more overall higher athletic ability. And so that's what creatine does. It saturates your muscles with more of it than what occurs naturally in the body, therefore increasing your work capacity. Now, there are some side effects of it, that pulling of water into the muscle creatine monohydrate is, you know, a monohydrate that is basically just meaning it's going to pull in, when it's used, it's going to pull in a molecule of water into the muscle, which is going to make it fuller. All right, the intracellular volume of water is going to increase, making your muscles look bigger and puffier. And that's what a lot of people think. Take creatine, you puff up. That's the only thing. However, that's just one of the side effects of it. Along with that, more water is just about good for anything. It's good for increasing protein synthesis. It's good for recovery. It's good. Basically, this is an all-around supplement. It's going to make you bigger. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you endure more. A lot of people think you have to take it right before your workouts or right after your workouts. But as long as you're taking it, that's what matters. You know, you could take it in the morning. You could take it at nighttime. You could take it pre-workout, post-workout. And the general consensus is about 3 to 5 grams a day. And most supplements are going to be about a 5-gram serving. So you can find it. I'm using the Optimum brand, and I think this is like 8 cents a serving. A lot of supplements add in fillers, which make it more expensive, but you can find creatine very, very cheap. And you know, if you use it correctly, it's going to work for you. So creatine, #1 supplement for building muscle, getting stronger, just increasing your overall athletic and fitness level. The second supplement that I highly, highly recommend, very, very simple, is glutamine. Okay, glutamine is, long story short, it's just an amino acid naturally found in the body that helps with creating new proteins. Now, creating new proteins is good for anything. Obviously, building muscle, if your goal is to build muscle or get stronger or become just more fit. So a quick breakdown of what happens when you work out. So when you work out, the beginning of your workout, you're fresh. And as you start to train and you lift heavier and heavier and heavier throughout the session, your body starts to break down the muscle. And that's just the natural way of how things work. A lot of people are scared of when I say, you know, your muscle actually breaks down, they get terrified. And that's just how it works. You break down your muscle to rebuild it to be stronger. So what happens is you go into a state of catabolism, and catabolism is just breaking down your muscle. Over a period of 1, 2, 3 days after the workout, you go into a period of anabolism or anabolism. Either way, anabolic. You hear the word anabolic, that just means building. And so you have an anabolic supplement that helps you build muscle, and not just anabolic steroids. You know, people think anabolic and you think it's like illegal, but anabolic is just a term for building, you know, building muscle. What glutamine does is it just helps increase the rate and makes protein synthesis much more efficient. So the faster and the better you can recover, more efficient, the quicker you can get back to training and the more efficient your training is going to be. So again, I'm using the Optimum brand here. 1 capsule is about 1 gram. And take 1 to 2 capsules, I believe, right before your workout. And typically this is more timing specific. You want to take it more around your workouts because that's when that catabolism happens, and the more so you want to offset that. So the less catabolism you have, the more anabolism, I never know how to say that word, but the more building you can have, the less breaking down you can have, the better off you're going to be in the long run. So those are my 2 go-to supplements, creatine and glutamine. They're just going to be really easy, really simple to take, and fairly cheap in the long run. You don't have to go too crazy spending a lot of money on them, and you can buy them in pretty high quantities, which is going to last you a while. So give these try. You know, honestly, give them a good solid try, 2, 3, 4 months, and I can almost guarantee you that it will 100% help you in your journey. So that's going to be it. Got that clip done. And this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop a like. Please subscribe if you have not already. And I'm excited for just, again, taking it down the line and progressing more with this PH3 program. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them below. Obviously, as always, I would love to help anybody out. Message me. You can feel free to email me. My email is in the description box below, as always, as well. So with that being said, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.